Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast on Sunday, December the 11th of 2016. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. And even though things may seem a little out of control right now, seem like they're getting a little crazy, it's worth it what we can do. You know, we've each got to do our part. So let us go ahead and come together in our prayer and healing circle. In the name of the one, the most merciful, the ever compassionate, just calling us together in an imaginary circle, an energetic circle, really setting our intention to be together in circle and calling on the essence of the one, the essence of divine light, this life force energy of unconditional love that runs through all things, giving life to form on this material plane. And let's just imagine this stream of light is streaming into the center of our circle. And take a nice breath into your heart center. And to bring your heart, like the funnel at the front of your heart center, let that be like an eye, and turn that to face this essence of light, this beam of light in the center of our circle. And invite your heart to open to this light, to breathe in this light, to allow this light to flow into your heart, to remind your heart, that portal of your being, through which you can connect with and remember the truth of your existence, your connection with all of life. There's a saying from my spiritual teacher that says, you think you are a small star when in fact you contain the entire universe. So let this light remind you of that entire universe that you contain within you. The poet Rumi says, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. In your drop contains all of the knowledge of the entire universe. So let your ocean, let your drop remind you of your ocean, the entire ocean that is within you. So I want to take a minute and thank you for your prayers over the past several weeks for the situation at Standing Rock and more broadly for the situation on the planet in general. As you know, the Community for Conscious Living is about making inspired changes in ourselves and our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. So much of what happens in the world is either directly or indirectly related to our ownership, just what we've come to as a people, and our ownership and staking claims on the resources of the planet. And so I want to continue to focus on that today. I'm going to say a few words about that. And of course, when it comes time to share prayers and intentions for this circle, you're welcome to share whatever is on your heart to pray for today. I know we all have our personal things going on in our lives and things that are near and dear to us, so you're welcome to bring those. So, in a video that was circulating on Facebook about Standing Rock, one of the Lakota elders said and I paraphrase here because I couldn't find the video again, but it just really stuck with me. But it said, we need to realize that the earth is a resource. Is not a resource as we think of it as a resource, but a source of life. The earth is not just a resource, it is a source of life for us. So let's take a minute and just sit with that statement, breathe it in, really let the depth of the meaning of this sink into our cells and into our bones, because as much as we may resonate with this, I think our human existence on this planet, for the most part, if you're an average American like me, there is a part of us that's, that imprinting that has ingrained in us our dependence on the resources of the earth. And we tend to just kind of plug into the earth and suck these resources right out. And sometimes without really giving much thought to it. So just notice as you let this sink into your cells, this statement that the earth is not a resource, but it is a source of life. Just notice how that shifts your perspective. I want to also read a quote from a book from my teacher, Sufi Master Sheikh Muhammad Jamal of Jerusalem. It's from his book called The Medicine of the Prophet. The Wonders of Water. A person can live several weeks without food, but cannot live even 1 week without water. The secret of life is hidden within water, that marvelous element which has no color, no taste, and no odor. It is the only substance on earth that exists in all nature in all three states, solid, liquid, and gas. Water has physical qualities that are unique to it and which make it different from all substances. There is a line in the Quran that says, "We made every living being out of water." This distinction is unique among all other natural elements. It is the first of created things. It is essential for any type of life. Dr. Masaru Emoto, the Japanese water researcher who's famous for Messages from Water, he said in an interview, "Water is everything, and I think this is the final chance for human beings to be able to stay on this planet. So if this time we cannot resonate with water, our human being future on this planet will dissolve." Water is an element of this earth, the earth a source of life, not a resource to be used and taken for granted, but one to be respected and recognized for the truth of what it is. Dr. Emoto showed a lot about what our intentions and our prayers can do to change the energy of the water. It really showed how the vibration of our prayers and intentions and our words and our actions and everything really, in our hearts, as we come together, can really shift the, through the vibration, through the resonance, can really shift the energy and the quality of the water. And water is in everything. Water is in water. Water is in us. We're about 70% water. Our blood is 92% water. Our brains are very much water. There's water in the air. There's water in all of the plant life, the animals. There's even in the rocks. There's water in everything. So if it feels like something that resonates for you, I invite you today to join me in including the water of the earth, of the planet, in the center of our circle. It's the energy of the water as this finite element that circulates through all things, through you, through me, through our plant life, through our animal life, through our creeks and streams and oceans, through our air, in all of its forms. This unique source of life that we're given. And I'd like us to direct our positive intentions and prayers into the water to help to uplift the quality of the water, the vibration of the water, and also just to show our respect and gratitude and reverence for this source of life. And in addition to that, I would like to express my in our Sufi language we call it tauba. It's I guess it's a remorse, and ask forgiveness for the ways in which I have treated the earth's resources as a resource and taken them for granted in my lifestyle. And I continue to ask to be shown more and more ways that I can be more mindful and to be more respectful and not take for granted, so that I can live in a way that is in harmony with the earth, that is in support with the earth, that is not taking for granted the resources of the earth, and not overly. I know I can't unplug. I do live on this planet, and we're meant to live in harmony and to share these resources of life from the earth and with the earth. My intention is to be very mindful of all of the ways that I can be better about this, and also, not excessively supporting with my dollars and with my energy and everything else the corporations that are subsisting by taking the resources from the earth, claiming ownership to them, and directing them in ways that threaten the source of life that our planet sustains for us and provides for us. So there's a Native American proverb that says, it's a little bit depressing, but inshallah, God willing, it would be just inspiration for us to direct our energy in a way that can turn this around. But it says, only when the last tree has died and the last river poisoned and the last fish been caught will we realize we can't eat money. So again, I want to say that I'm sorry for my part in living in a way that takes for granted the resources of the earth and treats it as a resource rather than a source of life. And I make an intention to be more mindful in my daily actions and to turn that around. And I invite you, if this resonates for you, to do the same. And I also want to open up for your prayers and intentions, whatever they may be. And before we move into that, I just want to invite you to let's have dialogue in the Facebook group about the ways that we can turn this around in our daily lives to be more mindful. So with that, I'm going to invite you to the right page here. If you have a prayer that you would like to share and contribute today, if you're on the phone, press *2 and I'll unmute you. If you're on the computer, you can type something in and I'm happy to read it for you. Hopefully I haven't put you into a state of depression today. Because the beautiful thing that Dr. Emoto showed is that when we do send the positive prayers and intentions into the water, it does transform. And he recommends that, as we drink water throughout the day, that we write love, gratitude, thank you. One of my favorite, if you've ever looked at the crystals, that Dr. Emoto has photographed from the water after setting certain intentions. The favorite one that really just opens my heart when I see it visually with my eyes is the one for eternal. I'll try to find that and post it in the Facebook group also. So, okay, we'll go ahead then and move into our Ho'oponopono. So again, just calling us into circle. The name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, coming together. Again, visualizing that essence of light in the center of our circle. And I want to invite you with your intention to put whatever it is that you would like to pray for. Anything that's close to your heart, whether it is your own health and healing, your own wellness, your own well-being, that of your family, or that of the entire planet. It's all equally significant. And it all matters because everything affects everything else, and each is a reflection of the same essence of light and love and compassion that runs through all things in this world. We'll begin with the Ho'oponopono practice, which is 4 simple phrases. Directed toward all of these prayers and intentions in the center of our circle, held in this essence of light and love and compassion. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And a reminder that the cycles of love, remorse, forgiveness, gratitude must be equally received as they are given in order for that infinite flow of energy to circulate throughout all of our beings. So I remind you to receive the forgiveness and the gratitude as you are sharing it from your heart in this prayer service. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm reminded that so much of our separation and that absence of awareness comes from ignorance, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just lack of awareness, not knowing. And it comes from fear. A lot of fear comes from ignorance, right? Which is what ignorance is, what keeps us in separation. And so it's important for us to continue to pray, to increase our awareness, and to be open to have our awareness and our knowledge increased as we move through our lives on this beautiful planet, and to have our hearts open as well as our minds to what ways God may be wanting to guide us as we are given awareness and knowledge as we move through this world. Like a lot of what, of what maintains the existence of prejudice and separation, hatred in the world, is fear, and the fear comes from ignorance, from just not knowing the truth, not understanding who our brothers and sisters are, the truth of what is in their hearts. So we fear, and when we fear, we paste all kinds of ugly pictures on each other, but when we open our hearts, even with a desire to understand and to know truth, it can really shift everything. And, that's one of the beauties of what's been happening in the world recently also, is that as this separation, be it between human and planet or between races and religions and cultures on the planet, it's just become so blatant and so obvious and so like in your face that so many more people are coming together and saying, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. I'm going to get to know my brothers and sisters, and I'm going to stand with them. Just like, look how many people came out to Standing Rock to stand with the people there. And look how many people are coming out to stand with, for instance, there's the talk of the Muslims needing to register if that should come. And there are numerous groups that are coming together and saying, if they're going to register, I'm going to register too. And, groups coming together in solidarity with each other to stand together, saying, no, wait a minute, we're not going to let this insanity that's moving around the planet right now divide us. We're going to come together stronger than ever. We're going to cross those lines. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to stand hand in hand and arm with our brothers and sisters. And it's, there's just such an incredible beauty that's come through that. Incredible beauty that's been coming through. So for that, I give great gratitude. And I'll close today, I think, with reading that Lakota prayer again. This Wakan Tanka, the great mystery, great spirit. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner knowing, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so that I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear, and thus walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sun. According to the native people, the sacred space is the space between exhalation and inhalation. To walk in balance is to have heaven, spirituality, and earth, physicality, in harmony. And again, this was taken from Sapphire.net, Native American quotes. So with that, I would like to end the recording, and then we can open up for any discussion that you want to have. Or if you need to go for the day, I wish you love and peace, mercy, compassion, beauty, and a service that fulfills your heart.